They say the city never sleeps, but that's not true. At midnight, certain places feel dead. Silent streets, flickering street lights, and the ever-present hum of empty elevators. And yet sometimes, things lurk in that silence. Things we ignore, things we dismiss as tricks of the mind. Until it's too late.
Have you ever felt unseen eyes watching you in the dark? Welcome to Nightfall Crypt, where shadows whisper, the unknown lingers, and every story is waiting for you to listen, if you dare.
Meena had always felt uneasy walking home alone at night. But tonight, she had no choice. It was past midnight when she finally left work, her tired feet dragging her toward the entrance of her apartment complex. The lobby was empty, save for the dim glow of the security cameras overhead. She pressed the elevator button and waited. A soft chime echoed in the silence as the doors slid open. She stepped inside, sighing with relief. She was almost home. Just as the doors were about to close, a figure slipped inside. A man in a red hoodie. Meena's breath caught in her throat. She hadn't heard him approach. Had he been in the lobby? She couldn't recall seeing anyone. "Sorry if I scared you," the man muttered, his voice low, never meeting her eyes. His hood was pulled up, shadowing his face. Meena swallowed hard. "It's fine," she lied. He tilted his head slightly. "Which floor?" She hesitated before mumbling, "7th." The man pressed the button, along with the one for the 6th floor. The elevator hummed as it ascended. An uncomfortable silence filled the space. Meena could feel his presence beside her, too close for comfort. Then, he spoke again. "Can I borrow your phone? Just for a quick call?" Meena stiffened. "Sorry, I don't have service here." A lie, but something about him made her stomach twist with unease. The man didn't respond. Instead, he took a step back, retreating into his own silence. The elevator slowed. The 6th floor. With a soft chime, the door slid open. The man took a single step forward. But then, he stopped and turned. He was staring at her. Not moving, not speaking. Just staring. The doors, as if sensing the tension, began to close. A slow mechanical hum swallowed the space between them. Just before the gap disappeared, Meena saw it. His hand. He was pulling something from his pocket. A glint of metal, a knife. Her breath hitched. The doors sealed shut. The elevator continued upward. Her heart pounded against her ribs. He was heading upstairs. With a knife. Meena pressed herself against the wall, her pulse thundering in her ears. The soft ding signaled her arrival at the 7th floor, but she didn't want to step out. What if he was waiting? What if... The doors opened. Nothing. The hallway was empty. No footsteps. No shadow lurking at the stairwell. Just the quiet hum of the fluorescent lights overhead. She hesitated. And then she ran. Her apartment was just a few doors down. Fumbling with her keys, she practically threw herself inside, locking the door behind her. She pressed her back against the wood, her breath coming in ragged gasps. She was safe. Wasn't she? Something gnawed at her. She ran to her window, peering down at the parking lot below. Nothing. The man was nowhere to be seen. But that didn't make sense. The only way up was either the elevator or the stairs. He had taken the stairs. So, where was he? A soft creak sounded from the hallway. Mina's stomach dropped. She wasn't alone. Her apartment was old, the walls thin. If someone was out there, she would hear them. And she did. Soft, deliberate footsteps, right outside her door. Mina held her breath. A whisper, too faint to make out. Then, nothing. She stayed frozen for what felt like an eternity. Finally, summoning whatever courage she had left, she pressed her ear to the door. Silence. But when she glanced at the peephole, her blood ran cold. Scratched into the wood beneath it, where there had been nothing before, were 3 words. "See you soon." Mina's breath shuddered. She checked the locks, double-checked the windows. But deep down, she knew no one had been outside when the elevator doors opened. No one had been standing in the hallway. And yet somehow, someone had been there, waiting, watching. Maybe they still were.
And so, the shadows stretch further, and the mystery only deepens. But this is far from the end. It's merely the beginning. What lingers beyond the door? Who is whispering your name? And what is that shifting in the corner of your eye? The answers await in the next chapter of these chilling tales. Subscribe to Nightfall Crypt and hit the notification bell, because the crypt's secrets are endless and the darkness never sleeps. Until next time, stay in the light if you can.